Well, hey, boys and girls, we have been on a few field trips, right? We seem to be enjoying them, from what I'm told, at least. We've been to New York City. We've been to Niagara Falls. We've been to the Australia Zoo. We've been to Washington, D.C. Today, we're going to travel somewhere in the United States. I put a map up here of the United States. If you look on it, I'll move the little mouse here, but the little arrow here where the blue dot is, that is Lancaster, New York, where we live. Over here, this red pin, that's where we're headed. And that is South Dakota in the Black Hills. We're going to head to Mount Rushmore. Now, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you never have, but I have my friend Harvey here who's going to help us. So, Harvey, come on over and drop some knowledge on the kids, please. Yeah, Harvey, come on. We need you now, buddy. Let's go. Now, your friend Harvey, ready to take you to Mount Rushmore. I don't know how Mr. Duty think I'm going to work this computer. I'm an old man. I don't even know what these buttons mean, but I'll do my best, kids. Now, listen, we going to the Black Hills to see the presidents on Mount Rushmore. Now, children, there's 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore. Does anyone know who's up on Mount Rushmore? Oh, that's a guess. Sure. Nope, not Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, Josh Allen, and Jack Eichel. Nope, not them. Anyone want to try again? Nope, not Donald Trump, not Barack Obama. No, think olden times. Think long ago. Oh, now you're getting closer. I heard someone say George Washington. Well, listen, let's head on over. Where'd I go? Oh, there I am. Harvey's very concerned about this computer. It's like I'm living in the computer screen. Hello, people, I'm locked inside. Help me out. All right, well, here we go. Mr. Dooley said I pressed this play button. Let's go have some fun in Mount Rushmore, children.
Today, we will be exploring Mount Rushmore. This national memorial is...
Well, listen, before we continue, her voice is a little boring, huh? Holy moly. I'll do my best to make it fun, though. That's what Harvey does.
One of America's most popular tourist attractions, welcoming 2 million or more visitors each year. Mount Rushmore is located in South Dakota's Black Hills National Forest.
Like I said.
On the southeastern face of Mount Rushmore.
Now look at those faces. Funny hair, gentlemen. Go to Supercuts or something, huh? Holy moly. Now, anyone know who those people are? All right, I'm going to move my mouse and I'm going to tell you. See this one right here? That's a young man by the name of George Washington. We went to high school together. We were on the rugby team. Anyone know this one? This is probably the hardest one to get. His name, was that? Nope. That is, nope. I swear to you. No, it's not. It is not Tom Hanks. It is Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. Anyone know this little fellow right here with the nice mustache? That is Theodore Roosevelt. They called him Teddy Roosevelt. He loved the outdoors. And this fella here, the 16th president, that is Abraham Lincoln.
Is a gigantic sculpture depicting the faces of 4 of our early presidents. From left to right, the presidents carved into the face of Mount Rushmore are George Washington,
like I said, rugby
Thomas
boy,
Jefferson,
TJ,
Theodore Roosevelt,
Teddy boy,
and Abraham Lincoln.
Honest Dave.
A sculptor named Gutzen Borglum led
Good old Gutzen
in erecting the sculpture beginning in 1927 and ending in 1941.
So that's a cool picture when you look at that. That's what the hills look like before they carved the faces. The picture before, that was the architect, and he made a smaller model first before he makes the big one. And that's what usually happens. Even things like a park or a new mall they're going to build, they usually make a smaller model, and then they see what it's going to look like, and then they make changes before they make the big one.
Throughout those 14 years, approximately 400 workers worked in dangerous conditions, removing a total of...
Now, I got to tell you, this is pretty amazing. When you look at it from a distance, you're almost like, yeah, so what? But man, when you get close to this is pretty darn impressive. 400 people worked on this for over 14 years. 14 years, children. And what they did, you can look here, they had ladders and pulleys and all sorts of systems to make these look like the presidents. Now, one of the things they did is they used explosive dynamite, boom, to make big chunks of rock fall away, and then they would carve it to make it look like the president. Let's keep going.
450,000 tons of rock in order to carve out the heads of the 4 presidents.
450,000 tons of rock. Anyone know how much a ton is? A ton is 2,000 pounds. So they did that 450,000 times 2,000 pounds. I mean, holy moly.
These heads each reach a height of 60 feet tall.
I'm going to say something here, if I may. I know I'm an old man. But something I sometimes see the kids say is OMG. To this, Harvey says OMG. 60 foot tall? I mean, that's incredible. Just their faces. Oh my gosh, imagine how big their glasses must be, or how big their boogers would be. Oh, couldn't imagine.
An interesting fact about the process of creating this memorial is that 90% of the removal of the rock was done using dynamite.
Click, click, boom goes the dynamite.
In fact, dynamite was used until only 3 to 6 inches of rock was left to carve.
Wow.
So why are these 4 presidents chosen to be forever carved into Mount Rushmore?
And we really got to be honest. These look just like the presidents. It looks like George. It looks like Thomas. It looks like Teddy. It looks like Abe. It's not just like they blew it up and said, yeah, that's him. I mean, my goodness, these sculptors were amazing people. They just did amazing work.
Rushmore? Washington represents the founding of our country. Jefferson represents growth. Roosevelt represents development, and Lincoln represents the preservation of the United States of America.
Now, remember, they didn't just take the first 4 presidents. That's not how it was. George is number 1. Abe is 16. And the others, I honestly don't know what numbers they were. But they're not like they did them in order. They picked them for a reason, right? They picked them because they each did something special for this country. Now, at the end, they said Abe Lincoln preserved the Union. If you remember, Abe was president during the Civil War, an awful time in our country, where the northern states and the southern states basically wanted to break apart. And Abe knew we couldn't do that. We got to stay a United States of America. So these people all represent something great for our nation. Let's keep watching.
This national memorial symbolizes freedom, liberty, and the power to dream. Mount Rushmore is known as the Shrine of Democracy. It has become one of the most iconic images of America. And
pretty cool, right? You can walk right up nearby. They have these special viewing glasses. You can put in a quarter and get a zoomed in picture. You can see Teddy Roosevelt's nose hairs. Believe me, you can. You can look at Abe's mouth and see some macaroni and cheese that he left in there. You could look in Thomas Jefferson's, get his eye boogers right out of the corners, you know? You need a snow shovel to get it. And if you look real close, you can see George Washington's got a pierced ear. Yeah, he was in a biker band, a biker group back in the day. I'm just kidding. But listen, this place is called Mount Rushmore. It's pretty far away, right? A drive there will probably take you a couple days or so. It's a few thousand miles. I would guess about 2,200 miles. I might be off by a few. But this is one place that's in our country that was made. Now, I don't know if you enjoyed this place. I really don't. But what I want you to do on the next page is do a review, right? You're going to tell me your favorite part. You're going to tell me if you liked it, if you want to go there. Now, it's a little different than other places. Normally we go to like New York City and I show you 10 places. This is different. This is one place. So maybe you could tell me the president you're most interested in. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, or Thomas Jefferson. If you want to learn more about them, go on Pebble Go or go on Google and do a little search. All right, your friend Harvey signing off. God bless the USA, and I'll see you next time, boys and girls. Go Bills!